Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Okay, let me change it. I'm tripping, y'all. Don't mind me. I'm trying to share. I'm trying to, get everybody involved. What we gonna do? I'll put that down. Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Rucker Report, Jersey.
And listen, man, I don't want no parts of the Ruck Report today, man. My dude is, listen, if y'all know how he feel right now, let's just say he is doing a great job of being a professional. I'm scared of him right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared of him right now. But it's all good. Look at God. Look where he bought you from. Look where he bought you from. I'm trying to share all this. Look where he bought you from.
Oh, man.
Look where he brought you from and look what he brought you through.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? What he brought you through.
If it wasn't for God,
if it had not been. Had not been. There you go.
It would not been. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Because what they say, Chris, they said, would a man rob God? Would a man rob God? Would he?
I don't know how that fit into this biblical discussion, but okay.
I don't know either. Listen, I don't know much about church, but
it make it in there though. It make it in there every Sunday.
There we go. Thank you. Listen, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Always, man. Everybody showing us love. I got different microphones, so I'm trying to, get the acoustics right. But we got 94.3 WYBC. The
rhythm of the city.
Also, we got a new sponsor, man. Shouts out to my love, man. We got a new sponsor, man. Where's it at? I'm more excited, man. DSTM is brought to you by Inspire Rentals, man. Get your porta potty needs. If you need your porta potty and you can call up Myra 475-221-1598. And also there's a $25 off your first purchase. So someone ordered today. $25 off. So, Inspire Rentals, man, it's a good thing, especially with COVID. You can have your family over outside, got a nice porta potty. You don't got to worry about coming into your house, possibly contaminating the place. So nice. You can't hear me? No. Chris said he can't hear me.
I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me? Ruck, can you hear me, Ruck?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know. What's up? What happened, Chris? Chris said he can't hear me. Ruck,
there you go. Okay. Now I can hear you.
I don't know. He got that, he must got that. I don't know. But so yes, 475-221-1598. That's Inspire Rentals. Get your porta potty on. You don't gotta worry about nobody taking a dookie in your house. They could do it outside. So speaking of taking a dookie, we got the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight coming up. Listen, I thought it was fake. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, wait. I gotta shout my people out. Anthony Love Jones. We did a podcast yesterday. Shouts out to my boy, man. And the lady that's on his page is Natalia Harris. She was a model. So shouts out to Anthony Love Jones. Also to my love. She giving a shout out. Book those porta potties. Take your dookie outside like everybody else. You good. You know what I'm saying? That's how. Well, we gotta come up with a different slogan. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Listen,
yes, please.
Listen, I'm just excited because my brothers. Listen, I'm excited to see how we gonna be doing a show together soon, like nobody business, man. So I'm excited. So we just gonna jump straight into it. Chris, man, you are the residential, boxing, icon, phenom, whatever you want to call it. All types of cons, but he ain't nobody con. this fight with Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, Chris. Now, what's up with that?
I mean, what's up with it? It's a great publicity, venture that they're gonna do a nice 8-round exhibition joint. I mean, do you want me to? I don't know how you want me to take this. This was sprung on me, so I don't know how do you want me to take this.
Is it real? Are they really gonna fight each other, or is this just a publicity stunt?
I mean, can 2 50-year-old men really fight each other? I don't know.
Listen, if you go to
it happen in the hood every day, V.
I'm about to say, if you go to the Elks, you're gonna see it.
I mean, look, are they gonna try and put forth? Are they gonna try to put forth a good effort? Yes, I believe that. Yes, I believe that. I believe they're gonna try to put forth something that is, compelling. Will I watch? Sure, I want to see Mike in the ring. I don't much want to see Roy in the ring after his last performances, but against Mike, who knows? I don't listen. Some people ask me to pick who's going to win. I said I don't have no idea. I haven't seen Mike Tyson fight since 2008, and the last couple times I've seen Roy Jones fight, it was disgusting. So I don't know when they fight each other. Roy Chin been suspect since the second Antonio Tarver fight. And I really don't know. Look, I know Mike is gonna come. Mike don't know how to play fight. So I know he ain't trying to put on a show. Mike is gonna come at him full steam ahead. How successful he'll be with that, only Roy Jones Chin can answer that. And
Marco.
But also
let's go, champ.
Yeah, only his chick can answer that. But also, listen, I don't know. Mike been looking phenomenal in warm-ups and hitting the mitts. If somebody's actually applying real pressure to him, getting out of way, getting out of punches, slipping and jabbing, can he withstand it? I honestly don't know. I'll watch it. It seems like it could be entertaining. How real? I mean, how much stock I'm gonna put in this? Not much. Not much.
Listen. This is damn sure not a versus battle. Shit gonna get real.
Shout out to Anthony. Anthony said Iron Mike is trying to prove he's still Kid Dynamite. I hope he's still. I don't.
Right.
Listen, old man Dynamite. I don't know.
Listen.
Hey, I put it to you like this, man. That ring gonna smell like CBD oil, Tiger Balm, and Juke.
And he said, "Juke, you stupid." Listen, shouts out to my boy Tommy Golf. He said if Roy Jones can last 6 rounds with Mike, he said he think that Roy Jones would keep him at bay and just.
If Mike can last 6 rounds,
right? Look,
if Mike can last 6 rounds, when have you known either one of these fools like 8, 9, 10? Now Roy did it more often than Mike did, but can Mike go 8 rounds?
Well, I don't know. I don't think Mike hasn't been 8 rounds in a long time. Also, look, man, Mike fights in a very, very forward, aggressive manner. So, again, like I said, that's all on Roy Jones Jr. Chin to withstand that. And also, I know power is the last thing to go, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how much real power Mike got. I know I love it. I know I love to watch him when he hitting the mitts and everything on all the clips he putting out. But how much like legit frightening, the Mike Tyson we grew up on and love, how much of that is still in his power shots? Again, we're gonna find out personally. I think we're gonna find out in the first round how much punching power he still got, how much Roy Jones chin has declined since the last time we seen him get tagged in the chin, and also, how much skill Roy Jones still has. Because if he can just do some of the skillful things, Mike is a one-trick pony. I mean, I love Mike, and we all love Mike, but Roy Jones is Roy Jones is a far more accomplished boxer than Mike Tyson. We love Mike more because Mike was this bright shooting star that lit up the sky. But Roy Jones was number 1 boxer in the world for like 5-6 years. Nobody was touching him. So, again, I don't know. man, it's gonna be entertaining.
Listen, it's the one. I'm watching Roy Jones, and one thing that really gets me, man, is when Roy Jones talk.
I don't know why. I don't know why y'all be coming at Roy Jones talking. Yo.
He talk like this. He talk like he missed some syllables, and what he talking about? Okay, Pensacola. I hope when they do the press conference, they just let it be short. Please. You got two people I can't stand to listen to talk. I love Mike. I love when he's in the ring. But if they're gonna be talking, I hope that press conference is short. Please, Lord. Please.
Listen. One thing you know that's gonna happen. Roy gonna break a hot 16 right there
after the fight.
God, please,
he gonna break a hot 16 right there too.
Yo, shout out to Anthony Tommy. I do agree with one thing that Anthony's been saying. I've seen a couple other people saying. Yo, I mean, Mike. I don't think I've ever seen Mike lose a first round because he's so aggressive and people are so on the defensive because it's just like you want to survive that, try to let him get himself out. I agree with some people's take on it that, this could be over in the first round. If Mike come out, just dumping, I mean,
I mean, Roy Jones really, I mean, just not by his but he looks a little slow, man. I don't know, cognitively, he seems like he's not on here. I mean, listen, Russ, I'm trying to get some credit. I'm trying to get Pensacola credit, okay? I still got that. I still got that. I'm Roy Jones, baby. Yeah, I must have forgot.
Whoa, hold on. We got to.
I watched that video where he getting his back cracked the other day. He didn't look a little. I was
right. I know.
We got to address.
He was talking to
hold on.
Go ahead.
We got to address Anthony Love Jones here. He said greatness. He's taking Tyson. Achievements, better boxing career. He's taking Roy. I don't even agree with that.
Nah.
Roy was the far. I mean, look, we just
far superior boxer.
I think.
Hold on, and athletically too. The things that Roy was doing in the ring wasn't nobody do. Yo, Roy was shooting off body shots that sound like shotguns going off.
That was shutting people. Remember I can't even remember the fight. But all I know is he hit dude with this body shot, and just like Chris just said, it sounded like he got shot.
Yes.
And all he did was just curl up. Was that Oscar?
No, I don't know.
No, they never fought Oscar.
Tito hit Oscar like that.
Yeah, it was some light skin.
No, Tito didn't hit Oscar like that. That was Bernard Hopkins that hit Oscar.
Oh yes, that
like
was
that, and had Oscar on the ground banging for. You want to talk about an overrated fighter? You know what? It's not about Oscar.
Listen.
Let's not talk. But
no, please don't send me down this road.
Hold on, real quick, just on the topic of boxing, right?
Virgil Hill. Yes, Virgil Hill.
Yeah, Virgil Hill. But just rest in peace to Nazir Richardson, the longtime trainer of Bernard Hopkins.
Yes.
Bernard Hopkins that passed away recently. So just want to throw that out there real quick. I'll be watching boxing too, Chris.
Listen.
I seen that too, man. It got kind of lost under the shuffle because Regis died yesterday.
Yeah.
Also, R.I.P. to Regis.
Yes, man.
So I stopped watching Regis and Kelly when Regis left. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it kind of got swept under the rug. But yeah, Nassim Richardson, I saw that yesterday. I just remember seeing him in all the big Bernard Hopkins fights and stuff like that, and just
that's really at his finest.
Staple in the boxing community.
So I was watching a Roy Jones. All his clips, man, because I love Roy Jones. You know what I mean? Good dude. And, all the fights that he lost within the past 12 years, whatever. I don't, his accomplishments is still dope. But I seen him I don't even know if he hit the dude. It was like a phantom punch, and the dude had a seizure. Maybe you can help me with that, Chris. But dude,
say that one more time.
Roy Jones hit somebody. It didn't even like he hit him. It was like he nicked the dude, but then the dude started convulsing. I don't know what the hell happened.
Hold on. I got some people. All right, let me explain my logic on why Oscar is overrated. It's not just because I don't like Oscar, but when I go and I look through Oscar's career, every A-level boxer that he fought that was in their prime, he really didn't beat. I mean, I can honestly make the argument that the best fighter in his prime that Oscar beat, not Oscar in his prime, the other fighter in their prime as well, was Ike Corte. But we fawned over Oscar. I mean, he lost to, granted, I do feel he got robbed against Tito in the first fight. I thought he won, but he lost to Tito. He lost to Bernard. He lost to Shane twice. He lost to Bernard. He lost to Floyd. You said you don't think he lost to Shane? Yo, some people think it's debatable.
I wasn't saying Shane. I don't think it was anything that was a discrepancy with Tito. Tito beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I thought he had the fight in the bag. Now he took a couple rounds off at the end because he thought he had it in the bag, and they gave it to him. But I honestly, when I was watching the fight at the time, I thought he beat Tito. But at the same time, Tito still got the dub. So I'm just saying, when I look through his joints and I say, yo, who's the best boxer he beat? That was in their prime. I go Ike Corte. That's the best boxer he beat in his prime. I mean, when he beat Hector Camacho, he was already washed.
Yep.
He was 137 years old.
And Anthony, both Anthonys, because y'all both named Anthony. So, yo, if you got another person that you want to put that he beat that was an A-level fighter, that y'all consider an A-level fighter in this prime, please tell me.
Yo, the other thing that I want to say too,
I agree with you. He had Tito beat, but he still got the L. I agree that he had Tito beat.
But the other thing that Anthony had just said, and again, it's to Anthony, so I'm gonna just say it. But you question Ike Corte, Chris will tell you, Ike Corte was real deal, man. Like,
oh yeah, bazooka jab. I was a fan of Ike Corte. I'm not.
Ike Corte was something serious, man. So that's nothing to sneeze at. Like, listen, Ike Corte was real.
Anthony said Pernell. I'm gonna take he did beat Pernell, but Pernell wasn't in his prime anymore. And also, a lot of people feel that Pernell got robbed.
Yo, but the other thing is, Oscar was running from Sweet Pea a long time. Like, stop that. That's the one thing that we gotta say. Listen, Oscar did in his career exactly what he's doing for Canelo right now. Exactly what he's doing for Canelo right now. He's protecting him against real competition because
Hold on, say that one more time.
I feel like Oscar is doing the same thing that he did in his career for Canelo.
Oh, I don't feel like that.
You
go
don't
ahead.
You don't think he's saving him for like, again, Oscar could have fought Sweet Pea earlier, right?
Okay.
Right or wrong.
Oscar could have fought Sweet Pea earlier, but I don't think
if he would have fought Sweet Pea earlier, what would have happened?
He probably would have lost. But hold on, I want to say this though about
Anthony,
Oscar.
I'm going to invite you.
Yeah, invite him in. I want to give this Oscar. I'll give Oscar credit for one thing.
Yeah.
Oscar as a boxer, you can make the argument that he could have fought Sweet Pea earlier, but Oscar as a boxer, he fought everybody. That's why I feel like he's overrated. But he did fight everybody. Maybe he fought Floyd a little late, but Floyd wasn't a big money fighter at the time where Oscar was the king of the world. So I mean, I'll give him a break for that one too. But he fought everybody. Canelo, on the other hand, I don't think Canelo was afraid too. But when you look at Canelo's resume, who hasn't he beat? I mean, and then when you say who hasn't he beat, then you got to look at who hasn't he beat, and he's just about beating everybody except for Floyd, who ran a masterclass on him. And then the people that he hasn't fought, and you go, well, who's out there that can beat him? And I mean, so Canelo is in a. I disagree. Listen, I'm not a fan of Canelo. Y'all all know that. But I don't see nobody that could beat Canelo, and I also don't think that Canelo. Listen, Canelo waited a little bit to fight Triple G for sure. He definitely was trying to get a little steam off of Triple G, but he fought him.
Thank you.
Everybody. But I mean, everybody got a couple like that. Floyd did the same thing with Manny. He was like, I'm gonna fight you. I want to fight you, but we want to get a little of this steam off you first. If you the A side, you could do that. I don't ever knock the A side for doing that.
Chris, be bolder.
Listen, so Tommy, I just sent you the invite. If you want to join in, please join in because you and Chris, you guys have some excellent boxing prowess. So I would love for you to chime in, man. Please chime in.
Just to hit up Anthony. Listen, I'm not making excuses, but I'm gonna look at your resume as a whole. I'm not saying that Oscar wasn't a good boxer. He was a very, very good boxer. I mean, there ain't no question in that. But people hold Oscar in a regard, and his resume really don't back it up. I'm just talking about against. I mean, his resume don't stack up to Floyd. Now his resume stacks up as far as like competitiveness against all of the great people. Of course, it stacks up. But when you put him against all of the greats of his time, when they were both prime for prime, he lost. He lost. I know it felt like a hot take, but it's really not a hot take. I mean, again, y'all people are saying that Oscar not overrated. Give me the guys. Give me the guys that he beat when they was in his prime and he was in his prime. Give me the guy, or give me the great names on his resume that weren't over the hill. Give me the great names that weren't over the hill.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's all.
That's what I want to hear.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what I want to hear. I agree.
I ain't trying to start a. I ain't trying to start a dissension. I appreciate everybody's opinion.
I tell you this: no matter what anybody say, he got all he wanted from Tito. All he wanted from Tito, and he came away with losses.
Right, and again, I feel like if I'm being honest, I feel like he beat Tito. I feel like he did get robbed. I thought the judges, I don't know what they were seeing, but that was still an L. I feel like the second Shane Mosley fight was debatable. The second Shane Mosley fight was real debatable. I'll give him that. And I'll also give that up until when he fought Floyd, he was past his prime. And he gave Floyd a good run. Now, I still think Floyd won, but he gave Floyd a really, really good run. And Oscar was well past his prime when he fought him. I mean, he got obliterated by Manny Pacquiao. But, whatever. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When I look at his resume, he's still good. You can't take away the greatness that's away from Oscar De La Hoya. But at the same time, I just think people look at Oscar De La Hoya in a light that he shouldn't be looked at. I mean, you were tough. You went against all the big guys. You never ducked nobody. But when I look at it, I'm going, man, I mean, who's on your list? Who's on your list that I'm going, yo, that's a Hall of Fame win right there. I don't know.
In the building. So I'm just gonna put my boy Pooh meshed up here. He said, so if we talking about prime, like when are they in their prime?
Okay, I would say
talking about boxing.
I mean, look, if somebody asked me when was like Floyd Mayweather, per se, if they asked me when was Floyd in his prime, I would say
shout out to
anywhere.
Him,
I would say from the Arturo Gatti fight until I would say he was in his prime from when he fought Arturo Gatti all the way till he fought Canelo. I thought that was his last like masterpiece of a boxing match. I mean, he was still good after that, but I would say all of that was Floyd prime. I would say everything after he fought Canelo, he wasn't in his prime anymore, even though he was still better than Ya. But he was. I would say Gotti to Canelo. So whatever years those was for Oscar. I would say he won the Olympics in '96, right?
He got.
What? No, Oscar won.
Okay. No, I'm thinking Floyd. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Got robbed. Got robbed. I would say, what was his last fight where I thought at the Bernard Hopkins fight he was out of his prime. I thought. I mean, now granted, he took a jump up. He took a big jump up when he fought Bernard Hopkins. I mean, that was I got to give him props for that. Well, right, because he was a welterweight. Super welterweight moving up to fight. I mean, the king of the middleweights at the time, and Bernard Hopkins, and Bernard Hopkins just schooled him. Where would I start his prime? No, that's a good question. Maybe Macho. Maybe when he beat Macho Camacho. I'll put it there.
But Oscar was absolutely deadly in his prime. Like a lot of the fighters that we're talking about,
he was.
You're talking about a lot of the fighters that we're talking about have definite snapshots in boxing where they were the undisputed king. Oscar had his time, but there were other fighters that were close in that same range that he just did not beat. And that's all we're saying. Just like there was another comment in the chat where it talked about Sonny Liston. Listen, you can't bring in Ali and Sonny Liston because Sonny Liston was under the thumb of the mob. So chill on that. And anyway,
I get this point. Go ahead.
And anyway, in terms of that Ali Liston fight, for everything that Sonny Liston was as a boxer, Ali was the exact polar opposite, where he could not finish someone like that. So you talk it. Sonny Liston and Ali could be in the same comparison to where Mike Tyson got against Lennox Lewis. Physically, they were two different fighters that had two different distinct advantages. So just the reach alone and his athletic ability was going to have Ali beat Sonny Liston anyway.
But true, but I get his point. His I think his basic point, and correct me if I'm wrong, and his basic point is like, you're not going to take that fight away from Ali, even though Sonny Liston wasn't in his prime. And you're right about that. We're not. But also what Ali got is the resume of when he was in his prime and he was fighting the Joe Frazier's, and he was, and he fought George Foreman, dudes that were in his prime, dudes that were in their prime, and he was in his prime, and he showed up and he showed out.
Can we say Ken Norton? Can we say Ken Norton?
I don't. Ken Norton. I think he lost to Ken Norton.
Yeah, I think that. And that was much later.
And that was much later in his career.
I was there.
Ken Norton is like, if I'm not mistaken, Ken Norton is early 80s, mid 80s. If I'm not mistaken,
he's well past his prime at that point.
Damn, I was trying to get on the conversation. F you, Larry. Who said hell no? All right, so this Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight is gonna be real. Okay.
Thank you, Ed. That's all I be trying to get. Even if you don't agree with me, just to be like, all right, I can kind of see the point that you're making. That's the only point I'm making. That's the only point. I don't be trying to change people's minds, but I just be like, this is just my little small take on Oscar De La Hoya, who get on my nerves. But
Now, speaking of new, we moving on. Sports, man. How y'all liking sports right now, man? Baseball, they don't got no fans, but they pumping the sound. To me, pretty good. I'm watching soccer. I'm watching cricket. The NBA, they playing at the Holiday Inn. Great thing. My man.
Oh yeah, Ken Norton, he did lose to Muhammad Ali. He did.
Okay.
76. He lost to Muhammad Ali.
See, I know a little something now. Because you're the 49ers. But anyway, I
ain't gonna lie. I feel like you just threw that name out there, but I ain't gonna knock
it because it was Ken Norton, Joe Frazier, and George Foreman. Those three names, like the big names that he, at that time, it's like, he fought these people. So I know a little, ESPN Classic. Thank God for it.
Well, Ken Norton beat Muhammad Ali the first time they fought, and then he lost. He beat him in a split decision, and then he lost in a split decision to Muhammad Ali back to back. So he won and he lost. And then years later, that was in 73. And then in 76, they fought again, and Muhammad Ali beat him in a unanimous decision.
Okay.
So that was there you go.
All right. So we got some predictions. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. My man AD, he said Tyson round 2. Happy birthday to Birdell Reed the third Jr., aka Sam. He said that Tyson gonna win. And then him hating, he said he definitely just threw that name out there. I know who shit. I remember I had A-Track and I had a 72.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, Quint.
You talking about?
Hey, Quint.
What's up?
We need to get Ham on the joint just because I heard he was spotted in them 6 rings. That had that Jordan symbol that he didn't do that movie.
Please don't start, because I could invite him. Please don't start. Because listen, don't get him started. Anybody
Michael Jordan ain't never do that move.
But I'm a throw man. So how y'all liking how the sports looking? To me personally, I don't care about fans not being in the crowd. Again, because I'm watching the game, so I'm not watching who's in the crowd. It's not gonna make or break anything for me. So I'm fine with it.
Can we talk about the real controversial issue? Or are we gonna duck this?
Yeah, of course.
So what y'all basically saying is that ain't nobody gonna stick up for Lou Williams because he went to Magic City,
aka August Alsina, aka August. Nope, not yet. That's his fault. That's his fault.
See, y'all clearly don't understand how good the wings are in Magic City. So
listen, I hear everybody saying that, and y'all can all F out of here forever. He went there to see some tits and some ass. Okay. I don't care what nobody. Yeah, he been quarantined down for a minute. He was like, "Nah, man, I'm trying to see some buns."
Especially you, girl, cause you look good. That nigga hit him with the juice. I was like, "Yo, fam, you couldn't just wait though. You couldn't just wait." Listen, I mean, we got the what's it called? Fans only page. So I mean, he could have did that.
Yo, but you know what bugs me out about it is that everybody that left the bubble, like, you didn't think that they was following you, like.
No, it was a video.
You thought when you left the bubble that it was it?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Got to be more careful.
Well, you know, also his man's in them. But fam, why are you taking pictures of me, fam? You know I'm not supposed to be here.
I ain't supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be here. And you putting me on blast right now. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I thought you was my man, son.
Right. And him saying, fuck that bubble, I'm in there. Yeah, but shit, he can't even play. He gonna have to wait and shit. I mean, damn. You thought, I mean, I'm just saying, man.
Well, yo, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and from what I heard from some other podcasts, ran by some women. I ain't gonna say who, but they was like, yo, they ain't letting nobody in that bubble. Cause we tried.
Oh, okay.
They ain't letting nobody in there.
Okay.
So let me tell you something. If they want to, you know what I mean, do their things, they gotta go outside.
Yo, Ham is right. So Jack Harlow, he's a rapper. He posted him. So he was like, yo.
He was with Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
First of all, let's be totally honest. That's a very weird look. Because I saw a picture of Jack Harlow the other day and I was like, this is the dude?
Brand new whip.
Okay.
Sports now he on Sports in the top 10. Oh my God. So listen. How do y'all like the NBA? You know, as far as being a bubble, like just sports in general. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. I was talking to Tommy and I was talking to Wayne. Shouts out to Wayne. Breezy. He said in baseball, when they go extra innings, then a runner is on second base.
Yeah, after I think it's after the 10th or something. Yeah. They put a runner on because they trying to minimize. They were going to do that whether it was COVID or not though. They want to minimize these like 17, 18, 19 inning games.
20 inning games. Yeah.
If you remember last year, there was a lot of extra innings. I mean, like
didn't one game go to like 2:00 in the morning East Coast time?
Yeah, it went 22 innings. It went 22 innings. So they
want the Astros.
Yeah, I thought it was the Dodgers. I thought it was like the Dodgers or the Giants or the San Francisco Giants.
Oh yeah,
but it could have been. It was a West Coast. It was a West Coast team.
Yeah, but
still though, to go 22 innings, it's like, come on. It was at the point they was running out of pitchers to throw out there, and it was just like they had regular shortstops and third baseman going in as pitcher. It's like, okay, we can't afford. We got a game tomorrow. We can't afford to blow our arms for.
In a few hours, we play again. Like,
so, let's just. They want to bring that down. So I do think that's a good look. That's a good look. I mean, so listen, playoff baseball is different, but a regular baseball game in the dog days of summer, man, ain't nobody trying to go that long, fam. Come on, let's get up out of here, man.
But honestly, I think that it's not a bad idea that fans are not there because fans are still going to watch on TV. You know what I mean? So you still got the sponsorships. So you still gonna have revenue being generated. Listen, if you like the game, you're gonna like the game, and you definitely gonna love it. So I don't think that's gonna affect it.
But put something on this. They cannot. Baseball cannot survive another season like this.
Yes.
Moving forward.
Yes.
They have to have those fans there because of revenue sales with tickets. They cannot. They may be able to withstand this little structure that they're in right now, but next year, it can't be like that next year.
Because baseball revenue does come from the door, like the club. You know what I mean? I got you. You know what I mean? So, that revenue comes from the ticket sales. So they are going to need, this to, die down so people can come in and watch. and that's how they get their money. But again, as of right now, I'll take it. I think that they're doing a good job pumping sound in soccer as well. I think that watching. I think that teams are very eager. You see a lot of teams, who are rejuvenated. People look like they just happy to be out there because, again, I mean, a lot of teams didn't play since March, so it's definitely a beautiful thing to just watch people play. So, I like it. I wish that Aaron Scott Fleming was on, hating ass, talking about LeBron. Corey, listen, man, he's just a hater. He's just a hater. I wish he was up here. Man. But anyway, I digress. One thing that I would say that I do like, and I don't know how y'all feel about this because I wish that they would have did this a while ago. I like that the WNBA is running concurrently with the NBA because that's what they do in college. I really do like that's happening right now. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, listen, I'm one of the few people that are a fan of the WNBA. They got a lot of my favorite stars that are in there. I know you two guys, if you fuck with the WNBA as well. Listen, it's smart. Might as well package all the basketball together.
Yes.
I don't think it's a bad idea. It's not going to do anything but help the WNBA and, just getting, just getting eyes on them and things of that nature. So, I'm for it. And, I was delighted to watch Sabrina Ionescu and her I know I butchered her last name.
That was a good debut though. It was a good debut.
Thought it was a good debut. Also, Stewie and Sue Bird coming back after missing 2018. So
Stewie looked
2019. Good. Stewie looked good. Stewie looked ready to do his thing. And there's some super teams out there. I mean, the Sparks. The Sparks is squad up. The
Chris,
Mercury
can we
squad
talk about
up.
that? Can we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about how loaded? Can we talk about how loaded the Sparks are?
The Sparks are loaded,
on the low. That even despite their coach, Derek Fisher, you still kind of sus for what you did, sir. But
I mean, listen.
I'm just saying, my bad. Like you talk about a collection of talent, both NECA and her sister.
Well, that's the thing.
And Simone.
Hold on, Chinny ain't playing. Chinny opted out for the COVID stuff. She not playing, so it's only the older sister. So it's the older sister.
It's only NECA, but you still got. Just think about when they come back, right? Fully, right? But even right now, you talking about NECA, you talking about Candace, and you talking about Simone, and we ain't even talked about the guard play yet. You ain't talking about Tia Cooper, different people. Yeah. Like the Sparks are loaded.
They are. They really
Sparks and Phoenix for me right now are the front runners. Now, Stu
said the Sparks and who?
The Sparks and Phoenix.
Oh yeah, because listen, you think it's the Phoenix? They got Wiggins, they got Diana Taurasi, and they got Brittany Griner. Hold on, and them three got smoked by the Sparks.
Yes,
opening day. They got smoked.
But anybody else that they have played,
Chelsea Gray. Yeah. That's the guard.
Chelsea Gray is the point guard.
Old girl from Notre Dame that hit that ice water shot for the natty.
Yo, Hambo said Vegas is stacked too. Vegas is stacked too, but with Cambridge not playing, that's a big loss because she's a big piece in the middle.
Oh man, I love.
Also, don't forget, I love Cambridge too, but also don't sleep on the defending champs, the Washington Mystics. I mean, the Deladon looked like she don't want to, but she is gonna play. And then the rest of their squad,
gonna give you that work. She gonna give you that work.
And don't people be sleeping on my girl Area Powers? Yo, she is a monster. She is a monster. We know WNBA. We know WNBA.
We know that.
I'm glad that is running along with the NBA because, like you said, when you look at college ball. You got women's and men's and people watching basketball. I personally hope that they can try to. I mean, I know logistically it might be tough, but I hope that the NBA try it some way, somehow to do it because, like you said, it's a lot of good basketball out there. But I think that when you think of baseball and vacate, people just not watching like they should. But now they got the prime time and now they got the spotlight on them. But also, let's talk about these women out here taking a stand. Walking off the court, taking the, I mean, stuff that that the NFL wish they can do. These women are doing. So that's what I want to talk about. How do you fellas feel about that?
Me personally, I love everything that I've seen, not only from the WNBA and their support, because we still are awaiting an arrest for the murder of Breonna Taylor.
Talk that talk.
But the other thing too is that I thought was very powerful, that a unified front from the NBA and a lot of guys during the press conference saying that, listen, we're not going to just talk basketball. We're going to have basketball and social, awareness questions and discussions during our, post-game interviews. I think it's powerful, man. I think this is the best solidified use of a platform that I've seen. So I'm for it. I'm for all of it.
How about you, Chris? I mean, you always been a proponent of the WNBA. So has Ruck. But really, like I said, you'll fill me in sometimes when I'm like, who is this? Who is that? But and you are one to talk about, people taking a stand and like, yo, listen, if you're gonna say it, then do it. And the way the WNBA women are moving, how do you feel about that? And
well, I'll say the WNBA always moves like that. You know what I mean? You got to remember, like, that's a league. That's a league full of strong black women right there. And a lot of those black women in there are triple minorities. They're women, they're black, and they're gay.
I was about to say a Don Armas joke, but I ain't. Nope.
So I'm just saying they've dealt with, you know what I mean, the type of adversity and scrutiny and judgment that a lot of those young ladies had to deal with their whole life. Man, they built different. So it's not surprising to me at all that they come and lock arms together in unity. I mean, if you look at the Atlanta Dream, they said, yo, that owner got to get up out of here.
Got to go.
I mean, you know what I mean? If you take a look, and listen, obviously it's a much smaller scale, but if you look at how they approach that and how the Clippers approach when they was trying to get rid of Donald Sterling.
I
was just gonna call him Donnie Boy, but I think when people think of Donnie Boy, they think of 45. So, but anyway, when they were trying to get rid of Sterling, and the way they dealt with it, and they talked about, we might not come out for warm-ups. We might not do this. Nah, man, Dream was like, nah, B, she got to go or we go. They don't play that down there, man. I gotta give all those young ladies, those women down there, a lot of credit, man. They don't deal with the ball. They don't deal with it at all. So I'm not surprised, and I'm always taken aback and appreciative of the work that the WNBA does with social justice and justice reform and everything on top of it, because they were some of the first athletes to speak out about Breonna Taylor's and all of the George Floyd and all of the other stuff. I mean, they are on the front line now. They don't get looked at as much because how the masses looks at the WNBA. They look for what LeBron's going to say and what Steph's going to say and what that's who they look to first. But to be honest, the WNBA players, they're normally the first ones to speak out about injustices. So
now, Chris,
shout out to Maya Moore.
Now I'm gonna hit you with my shout out to Maya Moore.
Right, exactly.
Now I'm gonna hit you with my DJ Envy. For those that don't know about the Atlanta Dream, could you please tell people what's going on with that situation, please?
Well, their owner, who is a senator, part owner. She's not the whole owner. She's a part owner. When the WNBA and the NBA were talking about, things to put on the court, messages for change and names on people's back, she had a problem with Black Lives Matter being a mantra that they would put on the court. She felt like it should be something like Blue Lives Matter or something, to promote, the oppressors. And Atlanta Dream wasn't feeling it. They wasn't feeling it, and they said she got to go. And I mean, I want to say, it was immediate that her team called her out and was like, nah, then you could go. Fine, we'll find somebody else to buy the team. Bye.
Let's not forget where Atlanta is. It's still in Georgia. You know what I mean? It's still the southern state. Georgia is known to, be doing a lot of, things down there. They got what's that? Was it Stone Mountain? They got the Confederate, on a big old stone, and So they waved that flag real heavy. And I know that when people think of Atlanta, they think of, T.I., they think of like the Black Hollywood, but it's still Georgia. It's still a southern state. So a lot of these bigots are out there. They don't give a damn. They see it as a moneymaker. So for these women to stand up and speak their mind, I think is a beautiful thing. And I think they don't have nothing to lose. What you gonna say? Oh, well, we're gonna dock your pay. We ain't paying as much anyway. You know what I mean? So for you to say that, oh, I'm gonna take some money, go ahead. Because we can do that. They can afford, which is sad. They can afford to say that because what are you gonna do to them really? What are you really going to do to them? So I just hope that the NBA find a way to really integrate and migrate a way to get these women more money, more compensation, like letting them play during the NBA season a little bit so people can watch, so they can get more sponsors, more revenue, something like that, man. Because, when you watching college basketball, especially for the women's, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I watch it sometimes more than the men's. Because again, these women are playing 4 years, and they have a lot to prove. And I don't know, just saying like when they get to WNBA, it's like, oh, the season come and go. But hopefully, this is the start of something new because I want to see it, man. I definitely want to see that. So those are the topics I have, fellas. Anything that standing out to you guys that y'all want to talk about, discuss? It's open forum, baby. Open forum. Okay. Before we start, sorry, Chris, I just want to let y'all know that this segment of Don't You the Messenger podcast is brought to you by Inspire Rentals. Get your porta potties, 475-221-1598. Contact Myra. Gotta definitely do that. So,
yes, sir.
So I just want to let who's sponsoring us right now.
I mean, I think people need to talk about Jamal Adams, man, going to the Seahawks. So that's a monster move. That's a monster move, family.
Okay. Yep.
Yo, can we say the reincarnation of the Legion of Boom?
Fam, what he did was
I know threw. Did you feel away?
Nah, I don't feel away. I don't feel away.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, right. You do feel away.
Yes,
that's right. That's right.
I mean, listen.
Okay. What?
No, listen. I don't feel away.
You want to play it?
Listen. So here's the thing, right? The Seahawks. I shout out to them because I love Russell Wilson. I just think that he got, again, when you're talking about gelling, how is that going to be? You know what I mean? So we're going to see. It's a great pickup. I like the pickup. I think it's great, but we'll see. I'm just saying. We'll see.
Did you just use the term gelling? Is that what you said?
Shit. Listen, Le'Veon Bell on his neck right now. So he better think about Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon need to be on some yards because he was averaging 3.3 last year. So, listen.
Le'Veon on his ass right now, boy.
Le'Veon ain't doing shit. He ain't did shit in 2 years.
Can you please educate me, Chris, on how the difference between football gelling and basketball gelling are two totally different?
Those two different, man. Those two different, man. Let me tell you something. And especially a talent like Jamal Adams, just put him out there and let him be great. Their defense is already their defense. You adding him is just – that's one of the times where you can add a piece to the defense and they're automatically better than they were the day before. That's just Jamal Adams is – come on, man.
Listen,
come on.
They just got – and I agree that, listen, they gave up too much for him, right? But here's the thing.
Y'all win now.
You just got what you lost in Earl Thomas before he enters his prime.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the entire back end of your defense. It's just like if you played a video game. You know how much of a boost everybody else got from him being there? And then here's the thing. You can't even discount the conversation that they still are in the running to re-sign Clowney.
Oh, they definitely are.
So
that
definitely made Clowney back to that defense. You add Jamal. Quet, I know you don't like it.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
I didn't like it neither because I'm like, oh, now it's another dude back there that we got to be worried about, and we ain't got no receivers in Green Bay, bruh.
So listen.
He puts a lot of pressure
Listen,
on the table for
listen,
y'all to
listen.
go into Seattle, man. And y'all had dog fights with
Listen,
Seattle.
we did.
With no back end.
We did. And listen, I think it's great. But like I was about to say what Ham's saying, he is like an extra linebacker, sometimes lineman, because he's up so close on that line. So I'm going to see, is he going to roam free? Is he going to come to the line? Because, you know, like you said, you know, Seahawks beat us. We beat them by like a centimeter. So it was a great rivalry. And I think that he adds a good portion to the Seahawks. But what I'm saying is, what is it going to look like when he get there? Is he going to say, yo, listen, I'm on the line now? You know, so when I think of Legion of Boom, I think of, I mean, it was so tough because Legion of Boom, they did a good job of plugging a lot of holes. No matter where you thought you were going, you had Earl, Cam, even Richard Sherman. You know what I mean? Great job.
So,
but I want to see where, like him said, is he going to play free or is he going to be like a linebacker?
If you looked at the Legion of Boom and where they were, right? They were built at every position with elite level talent, right? Especially in the back end. You're talking about Earl, you're talking about Cam, Sherman, all that stuff, right? You add Jamal Williams. I don't even know who the other safety is, but you got two great corners. You still got Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. You still have a very formidable defensive line. If you bring back Clowney,
yeah,
what? Like you can't.
I'm not saying nothing bad. Listen, I'm not saying nothing bad. I think it's a great pickup.
You're quiet. You got something on your nose.
Shut up.
Yo, your bias is coming down your nose. You gotta just wait up a little bit.
Are y'all gonna listen or y'all just gonna, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
I think it's a great pickup. And you know, I know Ham said that, you know, Jamal Adams might not even sign, but at this point, they gotta win now. Like they can't wait until next week. Like they gotta win now. Again, when they sign Clowney, I hope that they sign Clowney. I think it would be definitely a huge thing for them. You know what I mean? Because again, you have Jamal Adams doing what a lot of linebackers can't do, let alone safety. I mean, he is all over the place and he's very smart. I watch his on NFL on NFL Network. They got the film study. I mean, dude is sharp. He's very sharp. And it's going to be a great season for them. You know what I mean? I just hope everybody stay healthy, especially DK Metcalf. It's going to be good because I want them at their best. Because it was dog fights last year. You know, it was definitely dog fights last year. But fuck the Seahawks. But you know, whatever. Congrats.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for right there.
Congrats. Yep. I'm not being biased, but you know. Now Ham said, "Watch the Seahawks get AB." I hope somebody get him.
I hope he never play again.
Why?
I'm tired of AB.
Why? I'm tired of it, fam. I'm tired of him. Just like I'm tired of Mr. Weed smoking. Can't stay off the weed. Gordon, man, I'm good.
And they said they want to sign him back.
Yeah, I had a lot of people saying that they about to get him. It's about to be serious. They about to get cut.
Yeah. You know what? If you get him and Gordon, it'll be serious for the first week of training camp, and then he'll smoke weed and AB will shoot his girl. I don't know.
Damn, Tory Lanez.
Wow.
Jeez, Chris.
Wow.
Fam, if anybody trusts AB, you on crack. He's just giving us too many examples to let us know he is in a path where he cannot. I mean, as far as his life outside of football, I wish that man nothing but the best. But to trust that dude to commit to anything in the football, nah, I'm good. I wouldn't trust him.
I agree.
I wouldn't trust him with a loaf of bread. I'm telling you, the guy got some mental instability that I don't think he can fix.
I agree.
Matter of fact, he could fix, but he chooses not to fix it.
Yeah, so, Kanye West. Him and Kanye West. You know what, Chris? You make a great point because I know a lot of times people always want to say, at first like, AB black, he ain't getting the chances if he was white. That motherfucker crazy.
AB so talented. If he would listen, AB is one of the few people that he's so talented. He only got to do one thing. and he could get signed. And that's just shut the fuck up.
That's
Just
it.
shut the fuck up. But he won't
it.
do it. He can't do it. He feels like it's an impediment to his lifestyle if you tell him to shut the fuck up. So AB, and yeah, shooting the girl was a little excessive. But here's the thing: if it broke that AB shot his girl, would you be surprised? That's the real question.
No.
Would you be surprised?
No.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I don't trust him. I don't trust him with anything. This is the man that went and got a whole girlfriend, lived in LA. She didn't even know he was married with kids and had a baby on the way. And then when the season started, he left and said bye, went to his family. She like, yo, I had no idea. That's the kind of guy that we talking about here, man.
Also, like, let's not forget, anytime somebody's shitting on the Raiders, I love it. But the way he did that with the Raiders, it was like, yo, fam, what are you? Like, he made a whole debacle. He did all of that just to do nothing. And again, I thought it was a ploy. I was one of those who was digging deeper than what it was supposed to be. I was like, well, maybe he's doing this because he's trying to prove this. That shit didn't make no sense.
Damn, he just had to make it to week 1 to get $30 million. And he couldn't do that. Then they traded him to New England, and he just had to make it to like week 6 or whatever.
Week 6.
And he couldn't make it. That guy, I'm telling you, fam, up here, it ain't connecting, fam. It ain't connecting. And I don't think it's gonna connect. So
it's not.
I blame Vontaze. I believe Vontaze Burfict.
Everybody's saying,
fam.
Everybody's saying.
And I listen, and everybody make a joke. I agree 100%. He made
a
total
I said this
after that hit.
a year ago. I said this a year ago on here. I said this is due effects from Vontaze Burfict. From that game, he was never the same. Never the same mentally from that game.
Yeah, talent-wise, he was the same. Talent-wise, he didn't drop off. But up here, nope.
You know what? I just feel like he really thought that if he plays this Floyd Mayweather, try to market himself, he was going to get a better deal. He was going to respect him more. But like you said, Chris, if you just shut the hell up, I'm not going to say that word because we're on YouTube. If you would have shut the hell up.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
That's all good. Yo, you would have been all
I was facetious, but go ahead.
No, that's all good. But if he would have shut the hell up, he would have been fine because his numbers speak for themselves. There's nothing to say, yo. If he was one of those receivers.
Big Bryce.
What's up, Bryce?
Big Bryce.
Big truck. Whoop, whoop.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, we chilling.
We're doing the show.
Just chilling. You live, Bryce. Millions of people are watching you right now.
All right, so peace out.
All right,
peace.
All right.
Oh, I thought he was doing a don't run challenge. But yeah, so I mean, if he was one of those receivers that needed that publicity just to get some looks, but he was not that receiver. He just had to shut up, and he could have been making millions, like you said, Chris. Whoever's in his corner, I'm sure they probably try to talk to him because they want some of that money. But if he would have made to week 1 with the Raiders, then he could have did whatever he wanted to do, get that 30 mil. Week 6,
his own agent dropped him.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me say this, right? And that's exactly what I was doing, Chris. For Drew Rosenhaus,
right,
walk away from you. Drew Rosenhaus to walk away from you. It's definitely something wrong.
Definitely.
He didn't walk away from T.O. in the driveway doing this. He didn't walk away from none of that.
Right.
For Drew Rosenhaus listen, Drew Rosenhaus didn't walk away from Chad with the whole headbutting thing. He walked away from AB. You know it's something wrong.
Hold on, though. To be fair to T.O. and to be fair to Chad, yo, the headbutting thing with Evelyn was the first trouble that Chad had ever got in.
That ever been in, yes.
And T.O. number 2 never got in trouble. T.O. was a diva for sure. I mean, I don't think nobody would debate that. But yeah, he never got in trouble. You never had to worry about off the field.
The reason I said that, Chris, is because you're right. T.O. and Chad never got in trouble. But for there to be, they always had a perception of being a public distraction.
Yeah.
And
like
for
Cam.
him to not walk away from a big situation like that, you got to know there's something wrong with this dude. You got to know.
Oh yeah, they definitely had a persona on them. Now with T.O. and with Chad, it was warranted, that persona. I mean, they weren't. I don't think anybody ever looked at Chad and T.O. as bad guys. That they were just,
Right.
they were just,
Over the top.
Like you said, over
what do they call black people when they don't want to say loud? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word?
Yo, I ain't even doing it.
Rambunctious.
no.
No, not rambunctious. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
everybody knows what I'm talking. I can't remember the word, but when you hear it, you go, "Yeah, that's the code for you, a loud black dude." And that's all Chad and T.O. were. They didn't cause no trouble, aside from the one domestic violence issue with Chad, or the one documented domestic incident with Chad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, listen, they kind of try to put Cam in that same box because Cam ain't never been in trouble. Cam ain't never been in trouble.
Never.
So
again, his
outspoken. He's outspoken.
Yeah, his choice of dressing, cool, but it's all good. Also, I ain't want to say nothing, but the Washington football team, I think it's funny,
Well,
Until
we gave them fam. We gave them layups on this show. Call yourself the Washington Generals. Get Keanu Reeves to come out for your first joint.
They can't.
No. Yes, they can.
Well, they
just gotta
can't
pay some money.
They
just gotta pay some money. Because
they cheap as hell. They cheap as hell.
Yo, shout out to the black dude in Washington D.C. that went and went and got mad copyrights.
All of
mad
it. I told you all of it.
Washington want to win. That's all. That's it. Washington wins. They'll be all right.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, he got the money. I mean, yo, you make $1 billion every day, right, B? You got it.
But he a cheap bastard.
You tough.
He a cheap
you could pay. You could pay. You'd be all right.
That's why they ain't signed a major signee since Lord knows how long. You know what I mean? They just bank on a draft.
I want to know how hard is it that you need to get a committee and need to like have your name in limbo that you just can't get. You can't come up with a nickname, fam.
Because he didn't want to change.
Fam. No. I know he didn't want to change it, but we here now. You have to change it now. So why do you need this long period of time to figure out what they're going to call you? Well, you need to get a whole exploratory committee to get the name popping. Come on, fam. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Like you said, I mean, it's simple. I mean, shit, they can.
It's not that hard, yo. It's really not that hard. Really yeah, we come up with. Yeah, you can go to the hood and get the nickname for the Redskins today.
Right.
You can go to the hood. Yo, people come up with they see somebody for the first time. Bam, nickname right there. Come on. You can't call you. Yo, I swear the crying that Snyder is doing because he can't call his team the Redskins anymore. Like, grow up. Grow up, man. Just pick another day.
I don't care who the Washington team will be. I'm still rocking out with my team out of DC. They still gonna be last place. They still ain't gonna win. Hey, whatever.
Hold on, I got the name for you right now.
I respect it.
Just call them Chocolate City. That's what you call down in DC anyway, man. Call them Chocolate City. Call them hold on. It's DC. Call them the Washington Go-Go's. I don't care. Like, just get a name in here. So, like, it's not that hard. I got that two right there.
Call them the Washington Mambo Sauce.
There we go.
Mambo Sauce. There you go. Washington. Mambo Washington.
I gave them a name, but I don't know if they want it though. Washington want to wins. Hey, take your time. And then change it. If you get 2 wins, then you change the name again. Fuck it. Might as well. I mean, have fun with it. Because the Redskins wasn't doing that since what? Since what, the 80s? It was the same. So
hold on. Shout out to Verdell. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
He says the name has to have. He said the name has to have meaning, but the Redskins had a bad meaning.
Right.
No.
That's
but the Redskins had a bad meaning. It had a bad meaning that people said for years. So I mean, he didn't care when they had a bad meaning. So don't give me that. No, I'm not saying you, Verdell, but Dan Snyder can't give me that they need a meaning now.
So what are we calling a Washington white people? Would they be offended by that?
No. The Washington Caucasians. Okay, the Washington Caucasians.
No, well, the W sound good. Washington, white people. You know.
Listen,
I like Raymond Bennett. I like Raymond Bennett.
Here's the thing, though, right? It's not like this hasn't been coming. So for you to land on the Washington football team, when this has been a discussion for years, heck, you've seen the Bullets change to the Wizards.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen all of that stuff. Find the name. Like you mean to tell me there's nobody in that organization that can fucking
Yeah, because you can keep the red. Look, and it's still the same. SISKIN.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
The year. That's the common. Yeah, Washington Redneck. If you want to keep the red, let's see how offended they are. If you say Washington Rednecks, hey, goddamn, I will. Goddamn.
Hey, quit. It's just a name. It's just
right.
a name.
It's just a name. It's just a name.
Don't mean nothing by it.
Then that.
I said Yo, fam. Look at this. Hold on. But you see what I'm saying? Like, yo, we just covered up with stuff, yo. You
Washington
can't do this.
Snipers. I'm just saying.
Washington snipers. Stop.
Yes.
What's saying?
See, that's why you can't use this.
Okay, I was going to say shooters.
You can't use the sniper and watch it.
Okay. Amy said Washington. True. I mean, yeah.
Washington counterfeits.
Oh, that's what I'm. So you mean to tell me that in 5 minutes we could just start spitballing? Like, now we just playing around, but in 5 minutes we can spitball, and you need a whole team to explore this for months. Come on, fam.
Right.
Again, like I said earlier, come on, son. Come on, son.
Generals. Point blank. That's it.
Man.
That's it.
They could be like the Washington
Senators.
Crabbers.
Right. Washington
Senators. You know
Senators. Senators.
Right.
I mean, look, most of the time, yo, you gonna name your team after an animal or some mythical creature.
Or something that's in that area.
Or something that's in that area, a state bird or a state, whatever. Like, come, just do it and get it over with, man. Stop playing around.
It's still gonna be ass. It don't matter. Until they sign people and Dan Snyder stop being cheap bastard, they're still gonna suck, and which is so sad.
The reason he ain't cheap because remember he gave all that money to Albert Hainsworth. He ain't cheap.
No, Albert Hainsworth.
No. He's dumb.
Yeah,
he's dumb.
He put the mask on, but
the mask on.
Sam Bradford said, "Hold my beer. I'm gonna show you." and you know what? Sam
need somebody.
He said, "I'm at every game with season tickets." That's because the season tickets $12. That's it. So yeah, be there. Go ahead.
No, real talk. I need somebody that's an artist to draw a family crest of Sam Bradford with the ski mask as the family crest because there ain't. Let me tell you something. There's two people in the world that got the biggest jack moves. Number one is Floyd Mayweather for conning everybody into thinking that Conor McGregor fight was going to be anything other than what it was. And number two, and listen, he came out with the ski mask saying, "Y'all niggas is dumb as fuck." Yep. And number two is Sam Bradford with the robbery that he attempted on the NFL and successfully got away with.
Not once.
Right.
Wait, I'm all out.
There you go.
He's straight robbed the NFL.
Everywhere
and you know what?
I love it.
Everywhere he went.
And they still talk about Sam Bradford like, man, that guy was good if he just didn't get hurt.
Okay.
I said, I seen him when he wasn't hurt. He sucked in too. But listen, he was good in Oklahoma. But that's college.
Did he win a national championship though?
No.
The Washington Cousins.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
What's the year that year that Oklahoma won? Because they won with Bob Snoops
in 2000.
That was 2000.
No, yes. Jason White.
Yes, there you go. Josh Heupel was after Jason White,
and then and then I think they played Florida. Was that the year they played Florida and got smacked quick? I don't know. I'll look it up. But
they got smacked a few times. I know they got smacked by. Didn't they play? Didn't they get smacked by Oklahoma? I mean, Alabama.
Yeah,
I think it like
They
railroaded by Alabama.
disgusting. But hey, I ain't mad at him. Get that money, man. Get that money. Get that money,
Yo,
man.
we need to look at this, because I know he played with AD, and
Yep.
AD don't got
Yeah.
no chip.
No.
AD don't got no natty. I know that for sure. But I
Nope.
don't know if he was there before
Who?
Adrian Bradford.
Nah, I think they came at like around the same time. He might have been there, but he wasn't starting. He was not starting at all. But that was like it was Jason White, Josh Heupel, and then he came, and then that's when they lost to freaking Boise State. I
I
don't even
remember
know
that.
if they won a bowl game that year. I mean, when he was there.
When he was there, I know they lost that bowl game to Boise State. Boise State, that was the Statue of Liberty play that they ran.
And AP was
And
out. AP was out after that. He's like, I'm out. I don't care. So, but yeah, you can look it up.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah. So, but he didn't. But Sam Bradford did not win a national championship. But he might have got a Super Bowl ring on somebody's bench. He might got one with with the Eagles. The Eagles might have gave one.
No.
What you got?
He ain't got no chip. What you talking about?
Listen, he might have been on that team and you ain't even know. That's how much big of a jack move he was doing.
All right, first of all, shout out. Yeah, they last championship was 2000, and I don't think he wasn't up there in 2000.
Nah,
and shout out to their playoff record, 0-4.
Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't win no bowl games. He didn't win no bowl games while he was there. Because who they lost to? They lost to Alabama. They got smoked by USC. They played Florida and Boise State. So yeah, some great teams. I'm
about to get you. Yeah, in 2000, they won the Orange Bowl against Florida State.
Yeah,
that was their last. That was their last joint.
That was the last championship. Yeah,
that's their last joint.
But and then they somehow, some way, they still got to the national championship and they lost. They lost. They find a way though. They find a way. So, fellas, man, it's been a great show. Anything else that y'all want to talk about right now? I mean, I think that we tackled all the,
shout out to Larry Love. Yeah, Matt Liner stole a bag too. Now, it wasn't as big as Bradford.
Nah.
Yeah. Matt Liner stole a bag too.
Yeah.
He definitely stole a bag.
I mean, I think. Well, yeah. Hey, I mean, when you playing with great talent around you,
If you're gonna say that, if you're gonna say Matt Liner, you got to say Joey Harrington stole one too.
Oh yeah. Did
he know? I don't remember.
He definitely got the bag in Detroit.
I mean, he wasn't the first overall pick though.
No,
but he got paid. Don't get me wrong, but he ain't get another contract after that.
Was he the third, right?
What?
Third pick?
I think so.
Because it was Smith. I think because he went to the Bengals.
He went to the Bengals.
Yeah.
And then who else was? And then I think it was the Brown. Was it at the Brown? I'm trying to think.
Oh no, Joey Harrington. I know he went to Detroit.
Yeah,
I definitely know he went to Detroit. Let's see here.
Yep, third.
No, Ryan Fitzpatrick ain't steal no bag. Ryan Fitzpatrick earned all his bag.
He earned that money. Yeah, he earned that money.
Yeah, if you're talking about Ryan Leaf stole a bag and some pills.
Yeah,
in San Diego, he did in San Diego, but that's all it was.
Yeah, but between Ryan Leaf and Jamarcus Russell, there's like, we got to slow down because we paying all these monies and nothing.
But the unquestioned Hall of Fame, like we shouldn't even call him Sam Bradford no more, man. We should call him Adebisi.
No, his name is Sam Bagford.
Because
it's Sam Bagford because he's getting a bag. Sam Bagford. That's his new name. I'm not mad at him. Rob them. Take it. He from Oklahoma. They know how to make this thing better than what it is,
Sam walked in the offices like, hey, you want to pay me? Eh?
Yeah, he know.
I run this team.
No, Larry was right about Joey Harrington. He was drafted in the third round, and he only got that bag from the 2000 to 2005 in Detroit, and then he went 1 year in Miami, 1 year in Atlanta, 1 year in the Saints, 08, and then he was out the league.
Finito.
Hambone said that Fitzpatrick is the NFL version of Jamal Crawford.
I can say that.
I would say like Frank Gore. I would say more like Frank Gore. I would say more like Frank Gore.
See, I like that Frank Gore comparison a little better
because Frank Gore, he gonna come, he gonna do what he needs to do, get you some yards, put attention, make it look good. But it's cool, but he's hot and cold at times.
But to be fair to Frank Gore, though, it was a point in Frank Gore's career where he was looked at as a star running back in the league, and I don't know if Jamal Crawford was ever in the NBA
when
he was he was good. I mean, we knew that Jamal could cook you, but was he a top, guard in the league? I don't think so. Think so. I mean, everybody knows Jamal Crawford will cook your ankles up and drop a 50 piece on you. But I mean, again, that's more sporadic, closer to Fitzpatrick. Actually, it's closer to how sporadic it could be with. Gore was consistent for a good chunk of his career. He was the only thing popping in San Francisco. That's back when I used to be an admirer of the San Francisco 49ers.
Sorry to hear that. Well, on that note, come on, Chris. On that note, so we're gonna talk about Cam. We had talked about Cam a little bit last episode. We were talking about him, but we'll definitely talk about Cam next episode. And we want you to chime in. I'm gonna send you the invite so you can have your input on what you think about Cam. And we're gonna keep talking about sports, everything. So again, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Everybody was jumping. I appreciate everybody for coming in, chiming in, listening, sharing. We appreciate y'all. Also, we want to thank our one of our sponsors, 94.3 WYBC,
the rhythm of the city.
And also, we want to thank Inspired Rental. If you need a porta potty, if you don't want to, get caught up in that Corona or that Rona, as Black people say, contact.
I got you
at 475-221-1598, and your first purchase is $25 off. So, and it will be delivered, sanitized, and brought back. So,
that's a great service.
I got the tagline.
What is it?
If you want to do number 1 or number 2, we got you.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
That's a. Here you go.
We cooking right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's why you put that guy. That's why you put that guy on the board right there.
Ham, don't worry. We're gonna definitely get to Cam, and also we're gonna get to your boy Lamar Jackson, because I don't understand how Gronk is ahead of him in Madden, and Gronk took a year off. But anyway, I digress.
How's Gronk ahead of him? What's Gronk ranked?
I think
I'm at
like a 95, and I think Lamar's like
92.
93, 92, something like that.
They got Gronk at a 95.
Yes.
Listen.
What they got?
The disrespect that they've shown Aaron Rodgers. 88,
89, or
88, 89.
So hold on. What they got? What they got Kittle's at? If he's a 90, if Gronk is a 95, what's Kittle's?
He's in George Kittle's in the 99 club.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about Travis?
Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce.
He's not.
Gronk is ahead of him. Yes.
Yeah.
That's Chris. Yes. His not buying Madden this year until Black Friday.
99 club. The biggest ones that we saw in the 99 club is Kittle's,
Michael Thomas,
and Bone said
Aaron Donald is back.
Kelce is 94. Gronk 96.
Who on crack? Who on crack right now?
Yeah.
So wait, real quick. The reason why we're talking about porta potties is because that's one of our sponsors, Inspired Rentals. So if you need a porta potty, 475.
Him definitely need it for the movie night.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. You need that.
If you want people up in your house, you know what I'm saying? So, but we'll get to it. We will definitely get to it. So, fellas, I appreciate y'all. I will be seeing y'all soon. I can't wait. Hardcore New York. Can't wait to my brothers, man. Can't wait to my brothers and everybody else.
Soon.
I mean, definitely soon. So
hold on. On my Swizzy. Zone.
Ham said I got bushes.
See, See, that's that. See, that's that Bridgeport stuff right there.
Yeah.
Broken glass everywhere. Anyway, on that note, we out of here. Thanks again for tuning to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report. Cheers.
Peace. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.